are you overwhelmed by all this attention?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. Yeah, but it's great, you know. I like it. I like doing interviews. I like telling people what I went through in my life already and stuff. So I'm honored to have that feeling.
So how did the process go to audition for the role?
Well, the director came to me through Simpson Crasher. He saw me in a link actually at the Berlin at the time, because the producer saw me and said like, yeah, well, you're searching for a girl. I think this one would be could be great for you. He was like, yeah, I totally want to see it, and then he did, and yeah, he asked me, or through my agency, I got the request for a casting in Germany, which I did in Berlin, and then we flew to London after he said like, he likes it and he wants to meet me, and we met, and then I knew I got the role.
So you get the role in your first day on set and you walk on and you see Mr. Hanks. What's going through your mind?
Well, you know, I think it's good that I wasn't as a huge fan, or that I didn't know him quite as well as maybe others or paparazzi would do, because I think when you are a fan, it's harder for you to get a relationship with a guy like that than when you are just somebody who meets him like the first time and who is not quite as compared to him and not quite as a huge fan, because, you know, it's not like his movies aren't quite for my age sometimes, so I didn't know as much about him as others do. So yeah, I walked on and we met before, and I just thought he'd come in a Lamborghini with long black shoes, silvering, and a pair of sunglasses. But no, he came in very loose pants with moccasins on and a pullover, and we're saying, hello, I'm Mr. Hank. And I was like, well, hello, I'm Mrs. Zengel. And yeah, it was just so funny to me because I really liked him from the first time, because he's funny, he's nice, he has so many jokes, he likes adventures, and yeah, we're just so good buddies, and we just spoke on the phone the last, I don't know, like 2 days ago or something like that. And you know, we're, I don't know how it happened, but we're just very deeply good friends. And yeah, it kind of feels like family. Like we're just very close, and I really like him, and I hope he likes me too. Like, I guess so.
I would imagine he wouldn't call you if he didn't like you. I
I
mean,
guess so too.
I'm just going out on a limb. So how did you prepare for this role once you got it?
Well, sure, I read the script. I researched a lot because I was playing a Kiowa girl, or actually German, but thinking she's a Kiowa. I was starting to learn this language about 3 or 4 weeks before the movie started. Every day, 1.5 hours, and yeah, I learned the culture. I learned their way of thinking in a circle, then in a straight line like we do. I learned their culture. I learned how they live, how they lived, because unfortunately it's not their land anymore. I learned lots about their history. I got to know Tom. I learned some more English, and I had school for preparing. So I do lots of school before, so on set we wouldn't have that much stress to do school.
What was the most stressful scene for you to shoot?
Well, I think no scene was quite as stressful because we were all very close to each other, and we could all always talk if we'd have any problem. But I really need to say it is stressful to shoot with horses. It's so beautiful. I love it, and I would totally do it again like a million times. I love horses. I have my own horse, so it's great. But it is stressful to shoot with horses, and because sometimes they're afraid of rain. We had lots of rain in the movie, and yeah, but still it was very great. We had amazing horses. I love Wimpy, the main character horse, the brown one, and yeah, they were all just so cute. I just really like shooting with them, but you need to have a calm hand and to be able to stay calm, because it can be very stressful, and it can also be very hard to shoot with them if they don't want to and if they don't behave. So yeah.
And I have to imagine the poop situation might be problematic if you don't watch where you're stepping.
Yeah. That's also something, but I was always just walking around in the mud and everything, so it didn't matter where I walked in. And for me, as a horse girl and a horse person, it is not that horrible to walk and poop because I'm used to it. Like you always walk and poop when you're at the barn, so that's why you wear barn shoes.
I suppose I'm not really a horse person, but I'm learning. I'm learning. I could listen to you talk about anything. You realize that. You're so fun. You're just now you realize you've got all these nominations, you got all these awards coming up, you have all these things that are on the horizon. Is that kind of mind-blowing to you, or you just if it happens, it happens because you're just still who you are?
Well, sure, it's mind blowing, and sure, it's very exciting, and I'm very, very thankful for all these HFPA members who supported me and everybody who supported me to get nominated for the Golden Globes and the SAG Award and the other award. I just forgot the name, but anyway, I'm very, very excited and thankful for that, and grateful, sure I am. I'm sitting in Berlin and I'm getting the call. I was just getting from the supermarket getting carrots on a horse and I get the call, your name is for the Golden Globes. What feeling do you have there? Like I was speechless for like 10 minutes because I was so excited and so thankful. So sure, it's mind blowing, but I'm still who I am. I'm still Helena Zengel, still 12, still living in Germany, and still on the ground and don't want to like mess with anything. I think I'm very happy about it, and I think you deserve things and you should always be thankful, but still you should stay on the ground and be with you and don't get over the top of anything like Thomas. You should always be like Tom because Thomas, he's a superstar, but he is not behaving like a superstar. And everybody will remember it because if you behave like a superstar, like very arrogant or anything, nobody will like you. But when you're just normal and you're just like likeful, everybody will like you, and that's what you want because you want to have great teams and you want to work with each other. So you really need to be yourself, but still, sure, you can be happy and you can tell people because I think everything that happens is supposed to happen. So you should just be happy and always lucky.
You couldn't have picked a better role model. And I can't think of another person I'm pulling for more than you based on our conversation today. You're so delightful and so pleasant, and this has been such a treat. And if there's one thing that you would like everybody to know about you, like something they may not know, maybe you have like a hobby that you haven't shared, what would you tell? What would you share at this moment? Let's end on that note.
Well, I think many kids, like this is a normal one. I have many things people probably won't know. But the one thing which is really weird, most of the kids hate sushi, and if they like it, they hate soya sauce mixed with wasabi. And I love it. I love sushi. It's my favorite. It's the favorite thing you can give me. Like I'm always happy when I get sushi. It doesn't matter what time I am. Sushi is always great, and especially pouring all the wasabi you got on there. It's yummy, and you probably wouldn't think that because I don't like spicy food at all usually, but I do like sushi very spicy. So that's something you may not know about, maybe because sushi is weird for me to like, but I do. I just love it.